What is up, guys? This is Syphic coming back at you. I'm back from Portland, and wow, what can I say? Best expo, hands down. I know there are others, and I've heard others are great, but man, this one was, believe the hype. It was awesome. Great town, great city, great people, tons and tons of great stuff. I mean, there was heavy hitters, there was cheap stuff. I mean, no matter what you were looking for, you were going to probably find it, unless that is if you're looking for turbografx stuff. There was some stuff, but nothing too insane. But I was able to kind of knock out one more title that I needed for the complete CD set. So I think I only need 4 now. Basically, Terraforming, Dynastic Heroes, Super Air Zonk, and I forgot what other one, but yeah, but I still need a few more, but I was able to knock one out. But definitely, if you guys are thinking about checking out the Portland Retro Gaming Expo next year, I'm already once I find out when it's gonna go down, I'm gonna book it again. We're gonna be there again. We did have a table. We sold a lot of stuff, and we took a lot of doubles, just dupes and extra stuff we wanted to kind of get rid of, slim down. We all took a couple of bags each. It was about 5 of us, Air Force Shields, Shaq Manaki, Rob 78, and then Bowden 69. And we pitched in for a table, and we're just taking turns sallying, and at the same time hitting the floor, doing trades at the booth as well. And it paid off. Everyone was pretty happy. I think a lot of us went home with a lot of big boy stuff we needed, as well as some cash in pocket as well. But I mean, I could ramble on about Portland. The expo was just amazing, and I mean, I can go on for hours talking about how great it was. Just experience it for yourself. Check it out next year. We're gonna be there again next year for sure. So let's get into what I picked up in Portland, and then after that, I'll show some stuff off that I picked up before Portland, actually. So let's get down to business and check it out. So there was a couple of items that was selling. Some people came up to the booth, asked if I was willing to trade. So a gentleman actually had some titles. I think he wanted Bastille and a couple other TurboGrafx games off of me. And TurboGrafx stuff is for a particular audience, so it's a little harder to move than like other stuff, even though a lot of people were asking for some of that stuff. But he wanted some titles that I had. And I checked out what he had in his bag, and he pulled out a bunch of stuff that I could probably trade or flip a little easier than turbo stuff. So I was thinking ahead, so I did the deal. I believe he got Bastille and a couple other titles. I ended up getting a Conkers, a Turtles in Time for the Super Nintendo, and a Zombies Ate My Neighbor, and this title here, Biker Mice from Mars, which is a game I don't have. Now, the Zombies Ate My Neighbors he had was a really clean copy, and I was going to bring it home and replace my copy with it, but I ended up using it in a trade there. So, and basically what I ended up getting in trade at one of the booths was a couple of heavy hitters. One that I needed to, one of my last 5 was Camp California. They had this one priced at $250. I was able to get them down a little bit when I bundled it with this title. Now, I already have this title, but I needed the box since I am going for a complete box turbo set. So I needed the box. Also, my manual is a little bit kind of beat up. And this was $200, and that's Jackie Chan, Action Kung Fu in the box. Really mint. Somebody really took care of this one. So this was $200, this was $250. I know both are kind of a little overpriced, but he went down to $220. And then I ended up trading in the Conkers, the Zombies Ate My Neighbor, and the Turtles in Time. I think I got like $150 off or $120 off, somewhere around that ballpark, and then I just paid the difference. But basically, almost all this stuff came out actually free, because all the duplicates that I sold off, that money went to basically pay for this stuff. So, and also in return, I'm going to make a few bucks because I'm going to sell my duplicate of this. So that'll be for sale or for trade. So it's complete in case with manual. The manual's a little bit worn, but the game is perfect. That'll probably be going, I might sell it for 80, 100 bucks, somewhere around that range. So I'll be actually making some more money back from this deal here. So I was able to knock out a title, knock out another box, and I was very, 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 very happy with an awesome vendor who was willing to work with me to make those deals. That was another thing that I really dug about this convention. You know, a lot of vendors that were there were just people just kind of unloading doubles, or, you know, collectors like us, you know. But there was also like reseller vendors, but they were willing to work with you. The same booth had a box Turbo Duo for $500, mint condition. I kind of regret passing that up. But they were like, a lot of vendors were really like willing to work with you. They were willing to make deals even on the first day, which is kind of cool. And then on the final day, they were just blowing stuff out. You were able to get some amazing deals. There was some big heavy hitters that literally were just gone. I've gone to other conventions before where like the heavy hitters don't sell, but these vendors were willing to, you know, push some of this rare stuff. So that was kind of cool. So yeah, so that's so I got to keep those 3 titles. I went to another booth and they had a PC Engine game that I didn't have, and that's Pac-Land. Got this for $4. Couldn't pass that up for $4. And the guy had an empty case Blazing Lasers. He sold me for $1. I ended up selling it to somebody else for $1 who needed it as well, so passing that on. Our buddy Don ended up showing up to the he had a booth. Originally we were going to have a booth with him, but he was not going to be able to make it after all. He ended up showing up though. They made it. Went to visit his booth and saw some titles that I kind of wanted. I did have a couple of Neo Geo titles that I had that I wanted to kind of, you know, get rid of. We sold our Neo Geo, and I didn't want to bring the games back. And there were a couple of heavy hitters. It was Burning Fight and a Fatal Fury. You know, about $250 games. You know. So I took him over there to see if he was interested. He already had them, but I figured he could probably, you know, trade them or sell them. Took over the last of the turbografx stuff I had left at my table, and we were able to work out an awesome deal. And thanks to Air Force Shields, who's a really good, he's really good at, what's that word, you know, just negotiating. And so, you know, we hooked each other up. You know, Don was able to work with us, you know, and I think it was a very, very nice trade. Basically, he took pretty much all of the doubles I had left at my table and those 2 Neo Geo games, and I got some stuff that I was really happy with, and stuff that I needed that I did not have. So Don, thank you so much for the hookup on this deal here. I'm glad it worked out. Hopefully it works out for you as well, and I hope to see you soon as well at the next convention. So let's show you what I got in this trade. So this one trade, I got Aerial Assault for the Sega Master System, title I don't have. It is missing the manual, but I'm pretty sure I can find the manual for that. Cart is in nice shape as well, so nice to have that in the collection. Another title that I definitely needed that I did not have, this is complete in box, and that is Phantasy Star 4. Has the manual and everything. Cart is in great shape, and very happy to have this in the collection. Another title that I was very, very happy to add to the collection, also complete and in really nice shape, and that is the Castlevania Bloodlines. And this is the cardboard version. I believe there's also a case version, but very happy to add that title as well. Ended up getting a copy of Beyond Oasis, also complete in box. Another title I did not have. Another title I got complete as well is Toe Jam and Earl in Panic on Funkotron. And that is also complete. Another title that I definitely needed as well, and that was Phantasy Star 3, and that is also complete. And last but not least, I got a copy of Wonder Boy in Monster World, another title that I did not have, and this one is also complete. So yeah, so this little trade here kind of took about 20 to 30 minutes. It was, you know, kind of tough going back and forth, back and forth. And I ended up just, you know, giving him a little bit of cash to kind of, you know, even it out, I guess, or just so it could work out for him. And like I said, it was cash from stuff I had sold already. So yeah, so I was able to get all that stuff off of Don, and I was very, very happy to bring this stuff home. My buddy David Kim, Shakwanaki, gave me a really nice price on Gargoyles Quest 2 for the NES, and this is complete in box, manual and everything is included in this. And very happy to add that to the NES collection as well. So thank you, David, for hooking that up, and you know, that was very nice of you. I did a pretty big trade with my friend Lucas. He had a game that I was kind of wanting. I kind of wanted it just loose, but I couldn't pass this one up. I had something he needed, which you can check out his video in Bowden69 on YouTube, so you can check out what he got, so I won't spoil that. But we did a pretty big boy trade at the table, and I was able to bring home this bad boy here, and that is Dracula X. And this is a complete in box with manual and everything included in here. So I was pretty happy to be able to make a deal for this, and I was very, very excited. I do prefer the PC Engine version over this version, but I've always wanted this title, and to get it complete in box, I was very, very pumped up and excited. So thank you, Lucas, for that trade. And I was able to also get this from Lucas as well, and I traded something that goes along with the item I traded him, so watch the video once again to see what that was. I was able to get a boxed copy of Lolo 3, and this one is complete in box as well, manual and everything, so nice to add those titles to the collection. And last but not least, this is a trade that's kind of Portland, but not really. It was the final part of a trade I had been going with me and Air Force Shields for some stuff that we've been trading back and forth. He got a bunch of stuff, so check out his channel as well to see what he got for me. And I was able to get some stuff that he had that he was willing to part with to help me grow this or finish off this boxed set here. And first off, he had a spare copy of Dragon Warrior 2. I believe he upgraded his copy, so he ended up having this copy, and it's just missing the manual. And so nice to add that to the collection as well. I believe I have 1, 2, and 4, so I think I'm missing 3. So, but thank you, Kevin, for hooking that up. And also was able to get, as part of the trade as well, Battletoads and Double Dragon for the NES. So nice to add that to the collection. Awesome title. And this is what I was really excited to get from him. He actually had more boxes of these, but I already had the boxes. So, so if you need boxes, hit him up. He has some boxes for trade. So message him on YouTube or Facebook. And he had some boxes that I needed, and I was able to get Bonk's Revenge. And most of them are pretty nice shape. I'm pretty happy with the condition of all these titles. So now I have a Bonk's Revenge boxed, which is pretty nice. I was able to get Tailspin. Another nice box to get. This one's pretty hard to find, and that is Devil's Crush. Very, very happy to get this one. Another one I'm extremely happy to get, and this one is pretty hard to find as well, and this is really nice condition, and that is Bomberman. Wow, I can't wait to put them on the shelves. It's going to be awesome. And they do get played, so there's not just shelf pieces, they do get played. Also another title, but that's kind of hard to find boxed, is Military Madness. Also in pretty nice shape. Just a little tear here, but that's about it. Other than that, it's nice condition. And this one actually is pretty hard to find as well, actually. And that is a box for Ninja Spirit. So very happy to add that to the collection as well. So that was the Portland part of this video. I'm super happy with what I got. I cannot be happier with the stuff I brought home. I'm like already just, anticipating next year. I really can't wait to go again next year. Next year I might even go longer. I would love to be there like a week or something. The city was cool. The town was amazing. I loved it. I loved it. I definitely will be going back, and you guys should go back too. Ran into a bunch of awesome people as well. Too many to name, so I won't start throwing out names. I don't want to forget anybody. Just everybody who was there, thank you for coming up to the booth as well and talking to us. And it was awesome. A couple of items that I picked up before I went to Portland. And it's actually one that I did take with me to Portland, but unfortunately I wasn't able to move it. I was hoping to kind of trade it for something, but a couple of vendors had a couple of them, so it was kind of hard to compete with those guys. But I made a trade with a buddy of mine named John Stover, who I think I've mentioned him in a video before. And I'm not even sure if I actually showed this in a previous video, but I was able to get another copy of Bonk's Adventure. If I've showed this already, sorry. But yeah, his copy came with a manual. And I'm keeping the manual. The game is for trade. It's partially on hold, unless somebody has some nice offer for it. And he actually included this Bonk's Adventure Repro box. He actually makes these himself, and they're actually in really nice. They're really nice quality. I mean, you could tell. They're he's not trying to pass these off as real. He just does them, in case you want to put your game in it and, make it look nice on the shelf. He does custom stuff. He does turbografx ones as well. But you could tell that the cardstock is thinner, and all that, and he lets you choose if you want it glossy or if you want it matte. So definitely I'll link his Facebook below if you guys need boxes. They're pretty cheap, and they make your, if you want to store your games on the wall. Obviously, who can afford some of these boxes? But it's just nice to have a box to put your game in and make it look kind of cool on the wall. So yeah, hit him up, and he tossed this in, so that's kind of cool. And another piece I was actually really extremely happy to have, and it's a rare title. A lot of people don't know, but you guys might have heard of a game called Faceball. I believe it was released for the Genesis. I think there's a Super Nintendo version as well. There's also a PC Engine version that's actually really good. It's pretty smooth. I think it's smoother than the Super Nintendo version. And yeah, so it's called Faceball. And the PC Engine version, it's not rare. It's like a $30 game. But there is a sample disc for it. It's called the Faceball Taikenban, which is the sample disc. I guess only 2,000 of these were made. And here it is. And yeah, it's Faceball Taikenban. 2,000 of these were made. They were given out to probably stores, maybe to promote the game, maybe a giveaway. It does say sample on here as well. The disc says sample as well on it. This popped up in the middle of the night, and I just had to jump on this. It's pretty rare. This is the only one I've seen in like quite a few years. Only a handful of people have these currently that I know of. As far as value goes, I'm not sure. I did swipe this pretty cheap. Maybe because they didn't know what this really was, but this is pretty rare. Like I said, 2,000 made, so it's probably as rare as like maybe the special versions for the PC Engine. But yeah, I've only seen one of these, so maybe rare. Who knows? So that's super nice to have. Somebody in Japan that I know said that these are. He's only seen this once. He actually owns one, but very nice to add a pretty rare title to the set. And that's pretty much it, except for one last item that I also picked up about maybe a month before Portland. And for this item, I will have to take you to our garage to show you something that I picked up locally. I want to thank my buddy Sean for sending me the lead to this. And it popped up in a Facebook group, and it happened to be local to me. And also thanks to RRob78 and Shaq Funaki. For they actually were coming over that weekend, and they were able to help me load it on the truck and load it off the truck. And it took like 4 or 5 of us to unload this beast, and I'll take you over there right now. Alright guys, so by looking at the base of this, you probably already know what this is. Yes, this is a GameCube kiosk or store unit. It's a very beastly thing. It is humongous, and it is heavy. It is top heavy, it is bottom heavy, and it's all complete in really nice condition. They took really good care of it. It comes with the original demo disc in there as well. The only thing is one of the controllers needs a new thumbstick, which is that one there. I already have a thumbstick replacement on the way. You can see the unit is very clean. It was very well taken care of. They just needed to get rid of it. Happened to be local, and it's been running and working great. This thing is beautiful. It does come with its a key down here, which locks the unit, and you just turn it, and then this whole base lifts up, and you can change the game and all that. Let's turn it on and fire it up so you guys can see here. Power button is back here. There we go. And you hear it lighting up. Looks awesome. TV will turn on. Actually, I have the volume low right now, but you can adjust it by putting your finger inside here, and probably get a remote control, a master one, and but yeah, it works great. Like that. All the demos in there, and top lights up as well. And it's just really beautiful piece to have it here. When friends come over, play some Mario Kart Double Dash, and it's just really nice piece to have. I couldn't leave it for the price that I paid. It was dirt cheap. I mean they literally just wanted it out of there. So I was able to get this for a really nice price. So this will be nice next to my Saturn kiosk that I have as well. But yeah, I mean, look at that. It's just crisp CRT. It looks beautiful. I mean, it's awesome. Yeah. Okay, so that's all, guys. Thanks a lot for bearing with me and through all my rambling. Hopefully I didn't talk too much and take too long in this video, but yeah, man, just have fun, guys, out there. Make moves, make trades, be kind to your fellow collector, and hopefully you guys are finding some good stuff out there as well, and hopefully next year we'll see you guys at Portland. There are a couple events locally coming up if you guys happen to be in the LA area. SC3 is going to be coming up in November, so you can check out the SC3 Facebook group, Southern California Classic Collector Group. And also in January, I believe the middle of January, there's going to be the SoCal Retro Gaming Expo. It's going to be its first year, so definitely if you guys want to check that out, it's going to be at Frank & Son's Collectible Show, and I believe it's going to be a week for a whole weekend. So we'll probably be there, might get a table at that as well, so probably be selling and trading stuff there too. So that's pretty much it, guys. Until next time, you guys take care, and make sure to comment, like, and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Leave a comment if you have any questions or anything. Feel free to, leave one in the comments below. I respond to all messages as much as I can. So, yeah, that's all, guys, and take care until next time. Lates.